Porky would cause problems with him and Cuban Rob. There's 100 reasons someone might not repeat that conversation. But in this guy's mind, the second Lucy didn't come back with that info, Porky said he knew he was a snake, and he started lining him. Lining him up for what, though? He didn't get jumped. He didn't get shot. He didn't get robbed. So what are you saying? That you lined him up to get booked? Because if nothing else happened to him, that's the only thing left. Porky telling on himself again. This one is so blatant, it's clear he doesn't care anymore. By him saying he lined him up, he's admitting he set him up to go to jail. This is CS2 back. Once again telling y'all exactly who he is. CS2 back.
I've lied to him for 8 months. It's all in the poker face.
Hello. Hey, talk that shit, big bro. That shit, yeah.
Bozo, don't blame me. You blame yourself. You forced me to this extreme. You're supposed to be what you say you are to me. The minute that man come to you, hey, Wack, you know your man, woo. So then, this is when it really got funny. Hey, Wack, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, man, you done taught me so much, you showed me so much. Oh, yeah, they gave it to you, you gave it to this boost. Everybody know who I am now. I want you to be the godfather to my child. And then this nigga think I'm sentimental and emotional. You know what I did? Oh, bro, it's an honor, man. Yeah, it's an honor. But see, being a godparent to a child comes with an action. We ain't babysitting, we ain't sending the baby a box of diapers and we got them free all day. Got it here, nigga. I'm gonna hit you like you hit me, just in another little way. I'm talking back to you, but you just too slow to motherfucking understand what I'm saying. I'm saying it to comprehend that language.
What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all hit the like button, man.
Here's how to make an entire room in your house disappear, and unless they know this secret, nobody will ever know it exists, but...
Saying it to comprehend that language.
Hello.
You fucking with some boy that you ain't ready for. You come from manipulating women that are innocent women, right? Who really don't understand your trickery, who have intentions on really trying to build.
Hey, if y'all know Lamar Jackson, tell that man to holler at me. That's one of my favorite NFL players, man. Yes, Jesus is the way and the truth and the life. In the name of Jesus. That's 100. That's 100. That's definitely 100 right there. I can't go against that in no type of way, bro. Jesus is the way and the truth and the light. 100%. Praise the Lord. Yes, sir. Hey, I like that kind of talking, yo. What's up, though? How you doing, Ethan? Ethan and, I can't see the name. It's a S something. Yeah. But yeah, Jesus is the truth, the light, and the way. And basically, if y'all don't know that, I don't know what to tell you guys. Hey, he's the only one that is the truth and the light and the way. So y'all know about Jesus. Y'all get in here. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all subscribe. Jesus gang over here, bro. Jesus gang. Hey, I thank you for preaching to my lives, sir, because apparently some people need to be preached to and some lives in here, and thank God that you came in here and shared that light, Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys. Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie to you. Everybody should encounter the love of Jesus. Like And if you really just sit down and think about it, bro, you wouldn't even wake up today if God didn't want you to wake up. It's that's man, I thank you for coming in here with that, bro. You blessed me with that. You're very powerful, and I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that to my life. Um, it's a lot of people coming here. They be, trolling and all this and that and whatever. But I like to see people coming in here talking about God. You know what I'm saying? Because God is the way. And He's the only way. You know what I mean? So, Ethan, we love you. We love you, Ethan. Ethan, we love you. We love you, Ethan. We love you for what you brought to our life tonight. You know what I'm saying? Some people might not know Jesus. They might read this and go to God tonight. And, that's what it is. And I thank God for that, Ethan, thank you so much for bringing that to us tonight. We needed that. We needed that in the live tonight. We needed that in the live. Because at the end of the day, like a lot of people don't know God. And some maybe need to. Hey man, y'all give a shout out to Ethan, man. Y'all like Ethan comment, man. Talking about Jesus in here. Thank God for people like that in my life. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for people like that in my life, I don't know where I would be. What's up, though, y'all? What y'all got going on? I had another hat on here earlier. I don't know when I had it. I was in here with my little piece or whatever. I don't know what they had. But I don't know. What happened? But y'all tap in, man. Y'all tap in, man. About to go back to. About to go back to Los Angeles.
like listening to Gigi, I see what that is. Gigi is a regular, normal female who knows nothing about the pimp or the streets or the I'm just got a job and if I like you and let's build and hey, let's do some things. She got no idea. Like this is doing this, doing this. She figured it out. She woke now. Now she use a mental midget. And you are what I call a mental midget.
Listening to all this, can you imagine the things he's gonna say about his boys when he finally turns on him? Because if this is how he talks about people he once trusted, people he was supposedly testing, just wait until he decides Love's boys is no longer useful. You already know how this script plays out. Same pattern every time. As soon as you're not serving his agenda, you're a snake, a backstabber, an op. It's not if, it's when.
That's a
We're
fact.
gonna sit back and watch you run around like Tom and Jerry. And when you get back, we're gonna say, hey man, where you been? Man, what you been up to all day? We watching what you doing. Oh man, I did this, I did everything you say you did, we know you didn't do. And you know what I'm gonna say, man, great job, man. I appreciate you, man. I couldn't have made nothing happen without you. And you know what you thinking? Yeah, man, I got it, it's working. Hey man, hey, instead of meeting me, I tell you what, instead of meeting me in the driveway, just come on in, man. You know, the door be open. Cool, yeah, you know. Then you walk in. Hey, bro, we down here in the basement. And you come down there in the basement, and everybody you were supposed to go see for me is down there. It's too late. You in the trip, man. I dangled the bone in front of your face. The bone. The light is on, the camera's on. You know what I knew about it? I knew you wasn't from Los Angeles. I stroked your ego, and I knew in order for you to continue your conversation, you had to say any and everything you knew. And when you're in a position where you have nothing else to say, and all you can say is any and everything you know, you're bound to say something you ain't supposed to say. I just put the motherfucking knife on the table. And you stab yourself, you cut your own throat. What the fuck? Adam didn't cut his throat.
It doesn't just stop at Adam. That's what Porky wants us to believe. But now it all makes sense. Now we understand why he had loose cannon on that three-way call with Snitch and Tail Dale. Porky already knew Dale was working with the FBI. Dale Morrison went straight to Porky and told him that himself. And still, Porky had loose cannon on the line with him. Now Porky has flat out admitted that he lined loose cannon up. First, he put him on no jumper, had him out there telling stories and lies. Then, he put him on the phone with a known Fed. All of it was a setup. That's how cold this guy moves. And what's even more wild, you hear people on Clubhouse laughing, cheering it on, like it's entertainment. Which means Porky's ratting is not a problem on Clubhouse. And these are the people Grumblat is pulling from. And this is what they're teaching these guys.
Whack, the knife would have been on the table, we would have cut his throat. Did Whack want him to cut his throat? Absolutely. Did I tell him to cut his throat? No. Then why did he cut his throat? Because I understand who he was, he just didn't understand who I was. He just didn't understand who I was. He just didn't understand who I was. And you set your bozo ass down there time and time and time again. I could have been told him, hey bro, stop saying, stop this. I didn't tell him to say it. I didn't tell him to stop saying it.
Porky's actually right. He could have told him to stop saying it, because he was his handler. And here we go again. He's basically admitting, once again, that he was this man's handler. So now it's not just messy, it's crazy. Because what kind of handler lines up the very person they're supposed to be handling?
I mean, you thought I forgot about how crazy he was talking about when I didn't even know who the he was? Mm-hmm. Gigi said he used to talk about Wack on social media and Wack texted him one time or DM and said, I don't know you. And he went crazy. It drove him crazy that Wack wouldn't respond to him. He was like intentionally just saying shit about a total stranger. He didn't know Wack, but Wack would this diss song he did on you. I said, bro, what was this nigga, man? What, you don't want to pay me to, he's a gang member? So once you came, he came bearing gifts. Okay, what you got? Oh, you want? Oh, well, man, wait, what you say? Who? Big you? Oh, that right. You know some shit? Yeah, oh, okay. You want to talk about what you know? I mean, you don't have to, but if you want a platform, brother, I'll look out for you. Brother, I'll look out for you, brother. Well, look how I baited me. When he came at me to come on No Jumper, and came at me to pay me for No Jumper, what you think I told him? Don't worry about it, this one on me. Anything else we do, we'll work it out, but No Jumpers on me. You know why I told him that? Because I know for a fact, I know you a snake. You can't accept no money to go on No Jumper, right? That's how this works. So I'm gonna let you come on No Jumper. Take that weapon, you can't use that later on. Hey man, can I get on academics? Man, that might cost you a little bit, man, I don't know, bro. But I tell you what, let's just not make it an academics thing. You want me to do a 90-day run for you and I promote, cross-promote, and I personally will go on Clubhouse and talk about your reality show and this. All right, pay me this. And you know what,
That's how Wack do though. Wack get you on the fold, and then he play with you. You know what I'm saying? He play with you. That's how Wack do. Wack will play with you.
no academics in there. I'll get you up here. Let me figure it out. You know what he thinking? I got this. Oh no, you ain't got me. I got me an AI humanoid that's gonna go cut his own throat and slander Big U's name. The crazy part about it is, the dumbass, when he first goes to jail, he called me, hey, what? Loose Cannon wanna know why you telling everybody he was lying about the Meek Mill stuff and all this stuff. I said, no, Sharice, tell him that I'm telling the world that he's lying, so they'll think he's lying about everything else he did. You get it? She said, oh, you both go ahead. Set shit on the wiretap. Oh, I don't throw the police back. And I sat there, heartbeat watching me. She said, nigga, you are dangerous.
Hello.
They didn't want to play the motherfucking game. The craziest thing he did, I said, R&B. I said, if he's smart, he takes the high road with me and say, man, I look at Wack as a I don't know what's going on. Maybe he been compromised. You know, maybe it's my wife tripping. I'm in jail. I said, if he's smart, that's the role he takes. But if he's the dummy I know him to be, he's gonna start saying, you're not like that. You're not this. It's too many motherfucking interviews where you praising what Wack is like. Niggas is looking at you crazy as a motherfucker. Huh? I said, this stuff, you should have took the high road. That's what I wanted him to do. So now, anything that comes out of his mouth is like, oh, be quiet. You say that about everybody.
With YouTube Music Premium, listen to ad-free songs, even when you're offline or on the go.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers and edify through entertainment. Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. CS2 Back's online federal assault on Big U has completely destroyed whatever credibility he may have once had. But today, One of the many lies that were told and amplified at the No Jumper podcast is finally being laid to rest. Porky is letting the world know the Big U sending loose cannon, a cease and desist order, was all a lie. This video is going to show you just how far these sorry bastards will go to tear down someone's character.
And I still don't know what happened. I'm still confused about when they were sitting right here.
Right.
Because the shit Brick would say to him, and the shit he would say to him, and the shit he would tell me about I was very confused, and it was like...
So Bruce was telling you stuff off camera, and then once you saw them face to face, you didn't have the same energy.
It was, but you know, me knowing what I know now, I see the play. Right? The infiltration game was going on.
What do you mean?
Let me get cool with Brick. Getting Flacco's here make Flacco think some other shit's going on with Wack.
Because he had told Flacco that you wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Right.
You know, I'm coming to you. I'm like, bro, what's up with Flacco?
Yeah.
You look
I
at
didn't know
me.
either until after it was all exposed.
Yeah, I had no idea. I'm like, wait, when he said, yo, Wack, man, Luke, I said, he told you what? So I'm like, why would Luke tell? Like, and I said back, and like, okay, let me get cool with Brick, because the shit he was saying about that, and probably vice versa, and then it was like he was in the building trying to make everything work in his favor. What backfired on him, I'll tell you what backfired on him, is when he found out that Wack is a wolf. You're a wolf or a sheep.
What kind of wolf?
When he found out I was a wolf, you know what happens? If you got a wolf and some sheep. To protect the sheep, you gotta catch the wolf. And it takes a wolf to catch a wolf, you understand? If that one sheep crosses the road, you know what the rest of the sheep gonna do?
Follow his ass.
You know what that wolf gonna do? He gonna sit there and he gonna maintain his position. He found out I was a wolf out here. When they started doing what they started doing, and Wack took 2 steps back, because I believe all of that was a plot twist to phase me out.
Knowing that he's now facing these charges, it does feel like that is like such a bad strategic
Bro,
play.
listen, why tell Flacco that? Flacco's part of this.
He should have been thankful for his relationship with you. He's already the enemy of so many people. He should have been holding on to
This is
that.
what's crazy. He can say what he want, they can say what they want. Without Wack, sitting that man on the side of me and moving around and going to do podcasts that I would never have done just to put the light on him.
Our CS2 back just admitted that without him, the world would have never even heard of Loose Cannon. And that all the lies, slander, and fabricated stories Loose told were only presented to the public because of him.
I would have never done that shit. I would have never. That shit was like 2.5 hours out.
Right.
I only went for him. I didn't go for me.
Did you make academics think that he was going to be interviewing you and Luce together?
Yes, that's the only way you would agree.
You did that on purpose?
I made Luce get on the plane, and then, you know, I'm like, bro, just go ahead and make it happen. Because the only way because if he'd have told me no on this side, I couldn't sit him.
Switcheroo.
But what it is, I'm doing what I got to do to try to build it. And I ain't going to lie. It was a genuine, sincere part of me that like, I'm going to help him. It was a genuine, sincere part of me that like, I'm going to help him.
If they gave Porky $1 for every lie that he's told sitting in front of his master, Aryan Adam, he'd be rich again. Now he's sitting in front of Adam, acting like him helping Loose was just a genuine move that he did out of the kindness of his heart. Porky said that to Adam today, but he said something completely different yesterday on Clubhouse.
Law 15, crush your enemy, totally. Law 37.
Notice that Porky read Law 15 and completely went away from Law 16.
Law 15, crush your enemy, totally. Law 37, he fell for the spectacles in form of a clubhouse stage and a podcast microphone.
So it's like, whack. It's like you do all this internet thugging and acting like you just so turned up, putting it on power rule this, power rule that. Nobody's saying you do nothing.
Hashtag bozo. Hashtag trainers over baby daddies. The virtue of patience will always conquer the eagerness of an imbecile. I'll let them rock out with that. How you get mad at me for throwing rocks in my house and you mad because I got 3 layers of glass on my windows, and just because the first layer presumed to be cracked and shattered, you had no idea it was 2 more layers behind that, and it was never cracked. But yet, I come out and shake your hand and say, hey, we gonna let bygones be bygones, and for some reason, you bring me to your real house, and then you wake up one day and the whole house.
All I gotta say is bullshit. Bullshit.
You mad at me? You tried to crack my windows, my nigga. You never even fixed my windows and repaired them. Oh, I'm lying. I did get a few dollars out of you. You ain't get that out of me. But some spectacles, letting you on the clubhouse floor and letting you sit in front of a podcast microphone and let you cut your own throat and let you cut your own throat and let you cut your own throat.
And I thought Porky said he genuinely
On throat, you hear what I'm saying?
wanted to help Luce. But now we're finding out he's been holding a grudge this whole time. Ever since Lucy dropped that diss track back in 2021.
I ain't got,
With the YouTube Music app, you can blend up to 30 artists into one big custom radio station, which means
21. The one that Porky said was a play. The one he said him and Luce tricked the streets with.
I didn't do it. You did it. I just detected your eagerness for attention, and I played on it. Okay? I may have exploited, I may have assisted you in exploiting yourself, but I didn't give you a script. Hey, I just kind of rolled the dice and I hit my number. You can't be mad at me about your plot and you counter-plotting yourself.
sound like a bunch of bullshit. Sound like some bullshit. I don't know. Sound like some bullshit.
Through your own actions. You cannot be mad at me for knowing how to get all the colors together on the Rubik's Cube. Some of you youngsters may not know what I'm talking about. Some people there may know what I'm talking about. Don't get mad at me because I can make all the yellows, red, greens. Don't get mad at me. Oh, why didn't you tell me you were still upset? Because I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not supposed to tell you that. Oh, why didn't you tell me you were still upset? Because I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not supposed to tell you that.
According to Porky, he's been mad at Luce. Sounds like the setup was built in from the start.
That is the fuel. You doing what you saying was the action. Me being upset about what you said, I didn't trip that. I just simply let it burn in a way that I do something about it.
On some real shit, right? But I think the whole time, and especially after listening to Gigi, right? I think the whole time, because she said whack. I used to lay on the side of him when him and the fake manager dude, she said his name, came up with the idea, attack whack, to try to get some attention on you, and you wouldn't pay him no attention. Hence the diss track Hoodie made. Hence the diss track Hoodie made. Hence the diss track Hoodie made.
Adam22 is asking about the diss record, because Adam remembers Porky telling him that he told Luce to do it. Adam didn't believe the story when Porky said it. but Porky insisted that he told Luce to do it.
How? You know what I'm saying? I think you're riding out for your homie. Luce Kennedy? You guys are doing a little bit of shady business together.
Not shady. Might be, me and Luce Kennedy been on for quite some time. We flew the streets.
Yeah, I feel like you're lying when you say that it was all premeditated and planned out.
It was. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. He told me that's what he wanted to do. I told him do it. And she said it would drive him crazy. She said, so when I looked up and saw him on the side of you, I said, oh my God, he finally found a way to get to it, right? But what was crazy is he got to me the right way. But
link up with you against a mutual op.
No, that wasn't my thing at all. See, when he called me, I asked him. I said, "You will be you?" And he said, "Nah, I did, but I don't know more." So I asked him what happened. Cool. Why? Because if you for Big U, like if Big U knows somebody with me, he ain't finna let him in his space like that. Right? Because you don't know what that is. Right? Nigga might be a suicide bomber, detonate you and him. You never know what that is, right? So when he propositioned me to help him promote his show, I'm promoting his show. I had no idea about some of the shit he was gonna say. And as I'm listening to him, I don't know if he running his play.
What's up, bro?
Right? I don't know if he running his play. I don't know what he's doing.
He wasn't just some bystander. Porky was Lucy's handler. He knew exactly what Lucy was going to say. He even admitted that information was too hot for him to present. So he brought Lucy to No Jumper to say it himself. But now Porky's acting like he had no idea what Lucy was going to say on that platform.
Now that we know so much more about Luce Cannon, doesn't it seem exceedingly unlikely that Big U actually placed this phone call about Nipsey right before Nipsey died?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I believed him at the time. And today, on my way here, Gigi told me some shit that changed that. Okay. Cease and desist come to you, right? At the same time, he tells me Urban Flicks gets a cease and desist.
Porky lies so much it's almost routine at this point. He's sitting there lying to Adam again. And Adam's just letting it happen. Porky told Adam that he received a cease and desist from Big U at the same time Lucy did. That's a lie. And both of them know it. The truth is, Lucy was supposed to release his Urban Flicks video on February 14th. But on February 2nd, he suddenly popped up with a fake cease and desist, conveniently stopping him from showing the world the clip of Big U allegedly predicting Nipsey's death. Adam, on the other hand, didn't receive a cease and desist until nearly a month later. This is just Porky doing what he always does, trying to cover up one lie with another.
So I'm like, okay, cease and desist go to Adam to pull him down talking about it. Then Urban Flicks gets one so they won't put it in the thing, right? So when I tell Gigi this, because Gigi said, well, why did you believe it? And I told her this, right? And she said, no, Wack, Urban Flicks did get a cease and desist. But it was from me, not Big U. So they got a cease and desist. He just tell me it's from Big U. So my ideology is like, if Adam got one to pull that down, and Urban Flicks got one to not to play it, it must exist. It must be there. So I said, well, Gigi, what kind of cease and desist did you serve Urban Flicks? She said all the footage was Black China, all the footage that was shot in our home in Riverside or wherever they live, right? I called the cameraman. The cameraman said Luce Cannon never paid him. So I, in fact, paid the cameraman and brought all the footage. I then serviced Urban Flicks and said, if any of this footage is in this show, I'm gonna sue you. I own it. So yeah, it was a cease and desist there, but the whole time I'm thinking, did you serve Urban Flicks to cease and desist? See what you getting one and them getting one. See what you getting one and them getting one.
Porky keeps trying to push this false narrative that Adam 22 received a cease and desist either before or at the same time as Lucy. But he's lying, plain and simple. The truth is, Lucy pulled out that fake cease and desist on February 2nd, 12 days before he was supposed to drop the Urban Flicks video on February 14th. Adam didn't get his cease and desist until nearly a month later. Porky knows this, but he's trying to rewrite the timeline to cover up yet another one of his lies.
See what you getting one and them getting one. I'm like, okay, he don't want Luce talking about it, and he don't want them putting it up. But come to find out, the cease and desist that went to Urban Flicks was from Gigi. Had nothing to do with Big U. Had nothing to do with Big U. Had nothing to do with Big U.
So Porky just admitted to everyone that Loose Cannon was lying about the cease and desist.
I ain't got premium. Hold on.
Don't just take a vacation. Escape to a Vacasa vacation rental. From the mountains to the sea. Enjoy.
And desist, he claimed Big U sent him. But here's the real question. If it was Gigi who actually sent the cease and desist, then where did Porky get the one he read out loud on Clubhouse? The one he claimed came from Big U. Think about that as you get ready to hear the audio in just a minute.
So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Big U cease and desist that he served you was really in the right lane because he's saying it's a lie. If he's saying it's a lie, then it's defamation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like that, Porky finally admits that Big U never sent Loose Cannon a cease and desist. Now he's backpedaling, claiming Big U was actually in the right for sending one to Adam and No Jumper, because according to him, Lucy's statements during that interview were slanderous, defamatory lies. Mind you, this is the same interview where Porky was sitting right